As the title says of the video, the next time you hear someone call an AR-15 an assault rifle, educate them with this video. Because I'm going to go into a long, detailed description and I guess you could say educational rant on the weapon itself and many things about it. So I made it into a Facebook status, so I'll just read it from Facebook because it's easier that way instead of trying to remember the whole dialogue. So I'll just read it from here. Alright. The Orlando terrorist made the AR-15 his weapon of choice to slaughter 49 innocent Americans inside the Pulse nightclub in downtown Orlando, Florida. Though some are claiming that it is otherwise, that he used a different weapon, the conspiracy theorist, of course. But we will just go with what's being said in the mainstream news media and, you know, the official story, whatever you want to call it, for the sake of education. That terrorism has caused media outlets and anti-gun politicians to call the AR-15 the mass shooter's weapon of choice, and renewed calls for bans on assault rifles. Yet, by any definition of the term, the AR-15 is not an assault rifle. Not. Nada. No. Not. It simply is not capable of doing what an actual assault rifle can do. The AR in AR-15 does not stand for an assault rifle. This one gets its own category because so many people in the media repeat the lie, and I can actually reasonably understand this one because a lot of people use text talk nowadays, and typically, you know, like if you're playing Call of Duty or just text talking about weapons, you typically use AR as an acronym for assault rifle. So this one is kind of understandable. So I'm not gonna really, you know, too much on that because of the fact that, you know, it's very, very mainstream to say AR as an acronym for an assault rifle. Nonetheless, the AR in AR-15 does not stand for assault rifle in any way. It stands for Armalite. Armalite rifle, after the firm that designed the weapon in the 1950s. So, as many do say AR as text speech way of saying assault rifle, it doesn't mean that AR in AR-15 means assault rifle. No. What defines an assault rifle, you may ask? Well, simply put, there are many criteria such as the use of detachable, meaning you can, you know, detach the magazines. Something almost all modern firearms do, and the use of intermediate cartridge such as a .223 or 5.56 caliber ammunition used by the, you know, AR-15. But the primary difference between an AR-15 style modern sporting rifle and an actual assault rifle is selective fire. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's the ability to switch from semi-automatic to fully automatic, from going tink, tink, tink for every time you press the trigger. It shoots one bullet. You cannot, you know, press it one time and it shoot out a lot. You gotta press, you know, and of course a fully automatic is your typical hold down type of weapon. So the ability to switch from semi-automatic to automatic fire. The AR-15 rifle is a gas-powered semi-automatic. Semi-automatic meaning, which means that one press of the trigger results in one round being fired. The United States military uses weapons like the M16 and the M4 that both look like an AR-15. You know, you can Google it if you don't know what it looks like. But provide both fully automatic fire and 3-round burst fire, both of which are not possible with an AR-15. So this brings us to the next category. Just because they look the same doesn't mean they function the same. The AR-15 almost identical to the M16 and M4 carbine assault rifles for a very simple reason. It's an almost ideal rifle with exceptional ergonomics and design. Almost like the military spent millions of dollars and decades working on the design and refining it to be a very high quality rifle. Oh wait! Huh. They did! Beyond the ergonomics and functionality, what draws people to the AR-15 is that it is heavily customizable. Like, it's similar looking but very differently functionary military cousins. Users can add scopes, lasers, suppressors, slings, and various handles. They can even change out the lower portion of the gun and the magazine, allowing for total customization to whatever is best for the user. Now, this is going to be the longest part because it's the biggest issue concerning this, and it's things that media gets wrong about AR-15 rifles, along with politicians. But, you know, politicians more expected because of the fact that, you know, they'll say whatever they can to get elected. Nonetheless, the AR-15 is not a high-powered rifle. Yes, it is and has more power than a handgun. All rifles do. But when you're talking about rifles, the AR-15's .223 / 5.6 millimeter ammunition is considered so low powered that it is banned from hunting large game like deer and elk because it cannot humanely kill the deer or the elk. It cannot humanely take them down in one shot. One shot. And this is animals. I mean, come on. That's how low powered these things are. You know, you can't take them down like most other rifle calibers can. In some states, like Washington, all big game must be hunted with a minimum of a .24 caliber ammunition, relegating the AR-15 to small game and varmint duty, exactly because it's a low-powered rifle. Most hunters today choose a .308 or .300 Win Mag as their ammunition of choice. Politicians and the media are not only exaggerating the power of the AR-15, they love to tell the public that it is almost impossible to that it has almost impossible ability to fire rapidly. Just hours after the Orlando terror attack, Democratic Congressman Alan Grayson, Democrat of Florida, went on CNN. Oh, you know that's gonna be good then, huh? And told the audience, if the terrorist was not able to buy a weapon that shoots off 700 rounds a minute, a lot of those people would still be alive. That's exactly right. If someone like him had nothing worse to deal than a Glock pistol, he might have killed 3 or 4 people, not 50. It's way too easy to kill people in America today, and we have to think long and hard about what to do about that. Whoa! Whoa! What happened to think and do your research and thorough investigation and research before talking on the media? Oh my god! Ooh! Ow! Oh! Oh, it hurts! Stupid, it burns! Oh! Okay. So with that being said, Congressman Grayson's comments on national television were so far shill as to bring a $50,000 charitable challenge from conservative commentator Conrad Close. Close is confident in his actions because the AR-15 cannot fire anywhere close to 700 rounds per minute because of its semi-automatic design, requiring one trigger press for each round fired. Most likely Grayson got 700 rounds per minute from the military M16 and M4, both of which, when put in fully automatic modes that the AR-15 does not have, shoot at around 700 rounds per minute. So if that was the case, then that was an honest mistake, but you still should have done your research nonetheless. That was far from the anti-gun congressman's only factual fox pass of the day, as he claimed a Glock pistol can only target 3 or 4 people despite the standard magazine for the Glock 17 holding 17 rounds. So, all in all, save this video for the coming weeks as politicians and the media continue to mislead the public through either ignorance, negligence, or malice, or fear-mongering. That is all.